Deep in the shadows of the Asian jungle prowls a creature of myth and muscle, a predator so perfect that its very existence is a testament to the brutal elegance of evolution. This creature, the tiger scientifically known by the formidable name Panthera tigris, moves and hunts with a profound silence that makes it the ghost of the Asian jungle, the unmatched apex predator whose massive paws leave a trail of awe and fear, and whose story is perhaps the most tragic narrative in modern conservation efforts, prompting us to pause and deeply contemplate what it means to be a solitary king in a world rapidly shrinking around it. Unlike its often compared relative, the lion, the tiger holds the distinction of being the world's largest cat species, a massive solitary hunter whose body is a specialized machine built for ambush and brute force. An adult male, particularly of the Siberian, Amur, subspecies, can easily exceed 300 kilograms and stretch over 3 meters from nose to tail. A colossal size underpinned by powerful hind legs that enable it to execute breathtaking leaps covering up to 10 meters in a single bound, giving it an athletic prowess few terrestrial animals can match. Crucially, its coat, which appears as a beautiful tapestry of orange and black to the human eye, is actually perfect camouflage in the broken sunlight and deep shadows of the forest. The dappled light filtering through the canopy perfectly mimics the alternating pattern of its stripes, ensuring the tiger seamlessly dissolves into its environment, turning its striped coat into the ultimate concealment, a masterpiece of natural selection. Furthermore, those stripes are a unique identity, an immutable fingerprint, as no two tigers share the exact same pattern, a fascinating biological detail that allows scientists to track individuals across vast distances without the need for invasive means. But the true power lies in the tiger's arsenal. Its retractable, curved claws are enormous, designed to instantly anchor prey, and its skull houses a bite force that, while not the highest among all predators, is perfectly adapted for the lethal task of severing cervical vertebrae or strangling massive prey like water buffalo and various deer species. All this is guided by formidable night vision, granting it 6 times the visual acuity of a human in low light, making the night its true hunting kingdom. The tiger's hunting style starkly contrasts with the communal effort of the lion. The tiger is a master of patience and calculated aggression, a lone strategist who relies on ambush and surprise, rather than the sheer brute endurance of an open chase, as often misportrayed. Its strategy begins with meticulous tracking, often shadowing its prey for hours, using its acutely sensitive hearing and scent to navigate the dense undergrowth. Moving slowly across the terrain until it is within mere 20 meters of the strike, striving to close the distance without the slightest sound of a broken twig, making it an exercise in total focus and physical control. When the moment to attack arrives, the strike is explosive, a blinding, rapid burst of raw speed and power that instantly destabilizes the prey, followed by the immediate application of its deadly bite, targeting the neck for a spinal break or the throat for tracheal compression. A technique demonstrating advanced predatory intelligence, ensuring the quickest and most efficient kill possible to minimize the risk of injury. Even after the kill, the tiger displays prodigious strength, dragging prey many times its own weight, such as an adult gaur or somber deer, to a secluded spot to consume over several days. A profound demonstration of the solitary self-sufficiency that defines its wilderness existence, constantly monitoring its kill sites and patrolling its boundaries against the few rivals it fears, namely large bears or more commonly human encroachment. The life of the tiger is defined by its solitary rule, a fierce independence that dictates every aspect of its survival. Only the mother and her cubs share a bond, and that maternal dedication is intense, with a female tiger dedicating nearly 2 years to teaching her young the complex art of lone hunting and territorial marking before they venture off to establish their own massive ranges. This need for huge, unbroken territories is the fundamental reason behind its precarious status today, as each male tiger requires hundreds of square kilometers to sustain itself and ensure mating opportunities with neighboring females. Territories they claim using a complex mixture of scent marks, visible claw marks on trees, known as scrapes, and the earth-shaking roar that travels far through the dense forest, serving as an undeniable declaration of ownership. Culturally, the tiger holds an immense, almost sacred, place in the human psyche, especially across Asia, where it is not merely an animal but a cultural icon, symbolizing everything from ultimate courage in Korea, protection against evil spirits in Chinese folklore, and fierce royal power throughout India and Nepal, where it is often associated with divine or monarchical authority, a veneration that, ironically, has done little to protect it from human greed and conflict. The ancient perception of the tiger as a symbol of potency has tragically led to its exploitation, with every part of its body, from its bones and whiskers to its skin, highly valued in black markets for use in traditional medicine and luxury trade, a devastating demand driven by superstition and status that has accelerated its decline more than any single factor. The narrative surrounding the tiger has drastically shifted from undisputed superiority to imminent extinction, facing a crisis fueled almost entirely by human actions. Historically, 9 subspecies of tigers roamed a vast expanse of Asia. But today, 3 of those subspecies, the Caspian, Balinese, and Javan tigers, have been declared extinct, leaving only 6 remaining subspecies, all of which are classified as endangered or critically endangered, a horrifying statistic driven primarily by habitat destruction, where vast tracts of forest and grassland are cleared for agriculture, logging, and human settlement, fragmenting the remaining tiger populations into small, isolated pockets that struggle to interbreed and maintain genetic diversity, making them highly susceptible to disease and local extinction. The devastating truth is that fewer than 4,000 tigers are estimated to remain in the wild across their entire range, a catastrophic decline from the estimated 100,000 that existed at the turn of the 20th century, a tragedy exacerbated by relentless poaching, which remains the most immediate and acute threat, fueled by organized crime and the highly lucrative illegal wildlife trade, where a single tiger carcass can fetch tens of thousands of dollars on the black market. Conservation efforts today focus on a final stand for the tiger, heavily concentrated on securing large connected habitats, implementing strict anti-poaching patrols using advanced technology, and working with local communities to mitigate human-tiger conflict, recognizing that the survival of this magnificent predator is a vital indicator of the health of the entire ecosystem. As an apex predator, the tiger maintains the balance of prey species, preventing overgrazing and ensuring the vitality of the forest and the environment that supports all life. The battle to save the tiger is a moral and ecological imperative, a fight to prevent the silent and ultimate disappearance of the world's grandest and most magnificent cat, to ensure that the ghost of the Asian jungle continues to roar, not just in legend, but in the vibrant, living reality of the wilderness.